Well, good morning, everybody. I have a confession to make. I'm not long up, but I thought I'm coming to you today, this morning. I'm calling it Waffling Wednesday, so it's definitely Waffling Day because talk about being unprepared. I thought I'd be up and ready, but I decided that I would go back to bed about 8 o'clock and slept in. Anyway, very quick change, and I'm dressed. I'm actually in my sundress because I'm going to pretend today that, excuse me, that I'm in the sunshine. I'm at my friend's house in Spain where they really look after me. They're a fabulous couple, and oh, I'm just treated like a queen. And I so enjoy it, and I'm missing it. So I'm missing you over there in Spain. But I've put on this undress, got a wee cardi because it's not quite as hot as it would be in Spain. But the sun is shining, there's a blue sky here. So I thought, first of all, I thought that there's nothing like a crisis to break bad habits. And we talked about habits yesterday. So I'm hoping that in this crisis, you're all recognizing your bad habits and changing them through my ABC. Anyway, you need to change your mindset. So my mindset today is I'm in Spain, I'm in the sunshine, I'm really enjoying myself. But I did ask a few of you to private message me and see if you could send me some funny moments. Now, I did get a few, but I thought I wasn't going to mention any names and I won't, but I'll tell you about mine because I think it really brought laughter to people. Excuse me. It was during Brexit, and we were fed up hearing about Brexit. And my hair had not wasn't this bit wasn't as long as that, but I was trying to grow out the fringe, and I decided that I would cut my fringe. Now, I don't know if anybody has done that. You've probably seen these hysterical videos on YouTube where people I just think it looked easy. So I took my hair and I just cut straight across. Now, I'll try and find the picture, but it was hysterical. I also tried to recreate my red hair. I was a redhead and I'm still a redhead. I've just got to imagine that I've got red hair. And I cut it and I just called it my Frexit moment. So the Frexit moment brought fun and joy to loads of people, and I will try and find that again. In fact, it's funny how we imagine ourselves. I imagine that I still have red hair. In fact, when it was slightly red, I remember one of my children one of the boys had a girlfriend with lovely red hair. And when he brought her home and we were chatting to her, when she went away, I said, "That's a lovely girlfriend. And she's got hair just like your mum, just like me." And he looked at me and he went, "What? You don't have red hair." So it's in the eye of the beholder. I imagine I've still got my red hair. So there's Irish and Scottish blood in me. I see Dave's there watching. Thanks very much. Very quickly, a couple of stories that were shared with me, and I don't know if she's going to come on, but I must really kind of annoy her with this. She shared the story that many years ago she lived in barracks, in the soldiers' barracks, and she took a run every morning, and it was on a country lane. And as you would do, these earphones that you used to put in your Walkman or whatever. So she was oblivious to everything round about her, and she was singing at the top of her voice, really enjoying her quiet morning run where you never meet anybody. She said, "You're everything to me." And I wish I could sing it, but I can't. So she was singing this at the top of her voice, and she had this feeling that there was someone behind her or something behind her. But she continued to sing, and then she turned round and there was the whole squad of army soldiers, and they'd been tiptoeing. They saw her, and instead of marching, they'd been tiptoeing, and of course, she rushed into a bush, really frightened, just embarrassed about what she was doing, and they'd actually burst into the song, "You're everything to me." So of course, she thought, right, let them pass, and then she forgot. She thought, I'm going back to the barracks, actually. So she had to pass through the gate where all the soldiers were still singing, "You're everything to me." So she said to this day, she gets embarrassed and just so horrified when she hears this song. So here goes to you. Let me see. That matters to me. Round that you, you're everything to me. just cut it off now. I hope that's brought back memories for you. Another lady shared, and it's a lovely story, because I think in these times of crisis, there's just, you've got to have courageous and entrepreneurial, oh, that's a big word for me this morning, entrepreneurial spirit. And you've got to think out of the box. And many people are doing that. And one of the things that was shared with me was a lady singing the Mary Poppins song. Now, I'm not sure if I might be able to do this. What was it? I'm trying to think of the words on Mary Poppins. No, maybe really can't sing it, but I think it was, where are we? A mugful of vodka helps to cope with the lockdown. Oh, I'm not very good at that, but it was a mug full of vodka helps to cope with the lockdown. And she changed all the words of this. Now, the reason I actually haven't put the actual song up is it's got quite a few expletives in it, and I really don't want that in my live video. But I think there's quite a few have been shared, like jokes. I really wanted sort of personal moments, but some of the jokes were a Scotsman, Irishman and Englishman into a pub. That's it. I hope you get the joke. Of course, the pubs are now closed, so nobody can go in. Anyway, there's also another lady shared tremendous acts of kindness. There's for World Down Syndrome Day, she managed to organise a FaceTime with this young lad who was singing, and they're singing and watching each other, and storytelling, singing, dancing, and it's just really been wonderful. And as she said, it's all the little things these days that become the huge things. Now, another one was shared with me, again, could be a personal moment, of course, we don't know, but no words are being spoken, no names are being told. But one of it was at 7 a.m, lady dressed in her dressing gown out at the front door with a glass of wine in her hand, and she shouts across, she sees a runner and she says, "Oh, what are you doing? Why on earth are you running? Are you being chased?" Anyway, hope you get that as well. Anyway, there were many moments. I think that a nurse shared with me, and we've I think all had these jokes played on us when we started work. As a nurse, she was told to collect all the patients in her ward. She was a student nurse, her first year. She was told to collect all the patients' dentures. And she did so. She put them all in a bowl, took them through to the washing area, and she started to wash them when she stopped and thought, oh dear, I'm in trouble now. Again, I hope you get the joke with that as well. Thank you, Evangelist. I see that you're here and you're laughing and clapping. Thank you very much. Anyway, the funny stories, I hope you keep them coming, and I will try and find that redhead and me and my Frexit moment. People seem to find that really hysterical. So I think also the BBC, in fact, one of the YouTube videos that's been shared is the BBC archives, out from their archives of the chap carrying out his workout. And I don't think I could work out watching him. I mean, how it could even be shared now. And is that how we dressed? In fact, I think one gentleman did share, he said, yes, I remember having shorts like that, and the lycra, very, very tight shorts. So I think, you can use your imagination or look at the BBC archive on this workout that they used to do in the mornings. It wasn't that, it's quite a while ago. It isn't the Green Goddess one. She's coming back on doing that. And then there was Mr. Motivator. It's not him, it's one way before that. And it's quite frightening actually that you go on TV dressed like that. Anyway, so I'm glad I'm able to come on to you today, this Wednesday. And I thought that, as always, we would end with this time an affirmation and a breathing exercise, because hopefully the sea, using your creative imagination, you've been doing that yourself, just imagining me. I'm now just going off to the beach, I think, in my imagination, and I'll just be, or maybe sitting beside a lovely swimming pool, just ready, soaking up the heat and ready to maybe jump in and enjoy myself. Anyway, we'll finish with an affirmation. So the affirmation today, now I think it's, I feel good. It's as simple as that. Just close your eyes, sit nicely or stand. If you're lying down, just relax. And it's better if you're sitting, I think, because you want to pull your tummy in as we're going to do the breathing exercise and feeling good. So it's, I feel good. I feel the sunshine. I feel the fresh air. Any of these kind of affirmations at all, these help you change your negative thoughts into positive. And there's so many people with negativity. And remember my message to you is, do not watch the news all day. There's so many programs on this, and the statistics that are coming out. I mean, it's just, it could get you really down and is getting people down. So please stop. One news a day is enough. Maybe somebody, in fact, it's one of the presenters on one TV said he comes on and watches the 10 o'clock news because he thinks, well, by that time it's all been collected and I get the end of the day, what's happening, ready for the next day. So just sit quietly. Another, we'll just say it again together. I feel good. Let the sunshine in. Let the air flow through your body. Imagine the warm air pouring through your body, and you feel that sense of warmth and calm. Now, any of these will do you as an affirmation today. And as you're doing your affirmation, you should be doing the proper breathing. And the breathing is, remember, from the diaphragm, not the short breathing, bringing your shoulders up. You need to get lots of energy into your lungs and into your body. So you want to take a deep breath in through your mouth to the count of 3, hold for the count of 3 and let out. Now, as you're breathing in, your tummy should go out, your diaphragm should go out. So you're pushing as if you're blowing up a balloon. And when you exhale, you're letting your tummy go in. So let's just do that together, and we'll do it 3 times, okay? Breathe in to the count of 3. Hold for the count of 3. And then breathe out to the count of 3. And do that another time. Breathe in to the count of 3. Hold for the count of 3. And then breathe out to the count of 3. And it's as simple as that. So today, if you've been following this and enjoying the small stories, give me more and we can join them, talk about them later, maybe next week. So please do your ABC. And probably maybe starting at the end of this month, throwing out an ABC challenge. And if you want to use the ABC, you should be doing it morning and night. You do it regularly. I don't know if you know this, many of you may do this, but a habit is created by doing something regularly for at least 28 to 30 days. So if you've been a smoker or a drinker or whatever you want to do and you want to break that habit, you need to create a good habit, and that needs to be done morning and night regularly for, I would say, 30 days. So if you started it on Monday, say, doing your ABC, or today, and you forget tomorrow, you have to start again. So it's a 30-day cycle. And sometimes I used to forget. Now I've done it so often that I do it any time I feel stressed and I want to de-stress. I use my ABC. I just go into that 2 minutes. That's all it takes, 2-3 minutes. And you can do it for longer if you want. So I hope you've enjoyed using your imagination today and doing your A, B and C. Okay? Have a great day, and thanks for watching. The video's up so you can re-listen to it again later. And I hope I've brought fun to the morning and the rest of the day. So enjoy the day, and I hope the sun is shining where you are. And if not, just imagine it and imagine the warmth. Okay, bye for now.